On the one hand, the nation salutes the sacrifice of Colonel M.N. Rai, who laid down his life while fighting terrorists. But separatist Syed Shah Geelani chooses to glorify the terrorists who were killed in the Tral encounter and insult the sacrifice of our martyrs. Isn't it time to jail the traitor now?
Perception. I mean, I am not in favor of the national conference. I've never been in favor of militancy or violence or hatred. They are preaching violence and hatred, and therefore I am against it. I am against such kind of statements which, instead of dousing the flames of or passion of violence, encourages it, and it goes against the state. It goes against the country. It is not in national interests to see this kind of violence continue, and the statements like these are brazen. And these brazen statements are not to be taken as his courage. It's to be taken, as far as I am concerned, belonging to the oldest regional political party. It is because he has some support at the back. He can say these things.
Pradeep Datta is now joining us live on this story. Pradeep, this morning we saw heartbreaking visuals of the last rites of Colonel M.N. Rai, and then we have Syed Shah Geelani actually honouring the terrorists who were killed in that encounter.
See, this has been the politics. These separatists like Syed Shah Geelani and other separatists had been striving and surviving for the last 25 years. And this time Syed Shah Geelani is once again trying to glorify the terrorists who are responsible for the killing of Colonel M.N. Rai and other constables during the Tral encounter. Because Syed Shah Geelani knows he has become almost irrelevant, as people during the recent elections have come out in large numbers, they voted and they had been towards the polling booth. So just to try to stay relevant in present scenario, they had given such statements. In the past also we have seen that the separatists believe in the selective condemnation. They have never ever raised their voice for any innocent Kashmiri being killed. They are someone like the vultures who had been predating on the dead bodies of the common Kashmiris. It's the one question everybody is asking the separatist leader, including Syed Shah Geelani, that they are sending their children abroad for education, they are doing the government's jobs, but none of them had ever asked their children, their sons, their daughter to pick up the gun and fight against the Indian Army. But
well, I would like to describe that late Mr. Rai and another constable who have died for the territorial integrity of the country and protecting the borders of India. I salute those soldiers, and not only these soldiers, but also hundreds and thousands of other soldiers have sacrificed their lives while protecting the borders of our country in Jammu and Kashmir and elsewhere in the country. And any person, any individual leader who supports the killers of our soldiers is most unfortunate, and this cannot be allowed and should not be allowed. And I strongly condemn such actions by any individual or any leader who would support the killer of our soldiers.
Geelani has been making similar statements in the past as well, and the government has been keeping mum, and in fact they have been encouraging such kind of elements in the valley. The BJP-led government at the center, now it's high time that they take the matter seriously and take appropriate action against all those who have been promoting terrorism, who have been sponsoring terrorism, who have been encouraging terrorism in Kashmir. And that's what the central government has always been saying for the last 7-8 months. Now, on the one hand, we feel that action needs to be taken against all those who are trying to, promote terrorism. And secondly, I would like to ask Geelani as to why he did not send his own children for jihad.